We got him back.
That was a close call.
Power. Liberation. Style. Or rage, compromise, or loss. None of the millions of drivers on Oregon's highways plans on being in a crash, regardless if they're novice drivers or seasoned veterans.
Hi, and welcome to Close Call. I'm your host, John Murphy. You know, thousands of driving accidents happen every year here in Oregon. In fact, cars kill more people in this country than guns do, and car crashes continue to be the #1 killer of Americans between the ages of 2 and 32. But it's easy to take driving for granted. Now, most of us drive every day to get where we need to go. So you can find yourself driving along with your mind on everything else but what you're supposed to be doing. You know, like that project at work that you're wondering how you'll ever get done, or your sorely deserved next vacation, maybe even dinner. When suddenly you realize that you haven't been paying attention to your driving and you've just had a very close call. People frequently call for EMS in Oregon because they've been involved in or have witnessed a car crash. My co-host, Metro West paramedic Jan Lee.
Hey there.
She's here with us to share her experiences with vehicle accidents. And I, along with some of our state's most caring citizens, have dedicated ourselves in this half hour to helping all of you in preventing auto accidents and to letting you know what you can expect from EMS should one occur.
I had my jaw wired shut, I had my stomach open, I had chest tubes put in. I don't remember anything.
The car ran over my leg, but I didn't feel any pain there.
It was nice to know that those seatbelts really do work really well.
All of a sudden, I heard this horrible boom.
I would be in a coma or dead right now if I hadn't been wearing a helmet.
When we respond to the scene of an auto accident, we can be in a race against time to save the victims' lives.
Motor vehicle accidents can happen anywhere, close to home, on a road trip, on a city street, or a winding mountain road, maybe on a freeway or a deserted country road. And you know what? Accidents, they don't discriminate. People of every age and from every background have been victims of motor vehicle accidents.
The weather played a big role in my accident. Basically, it was 35, 36 degrees that day. It had been raining for the last 4 or 5 days. If they would have had proper tires, proper equipment, it would have never happened. He started hydroplaning. There wasn't ice, but there was enough water. It was cold enough. There was leaves. There was just a lot of garbage that time of year. I was coming around the small corner, and the next thing I saw was a little red car flying at the front of my truck. It was just instantaneous, and he was kind of sideways in the road. There was nothing I could have done. I took him on head on, and parts of my truck and parts of his car went flying. He basically tore the steering box completely off my truck, which pulled me into the oncoming lane, and here comes another car. I tell you what, I'll never forget her face. Man, I felt so bad. I said, there was nothing I could do, and I didn't know the steering was gone. And I'm turning the steering wheel, and nothing's happening. The truck's going straight, and I'm screaming, God, I'm sorry. You know, I can't do anything. The truck isn't doing anything. Why? And I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs. After going through that car, I went crashing over the curb and landed it smashing into a whole bunch of oak trees. When you hit something that isn't moving, it just basically drills you right in. The seat belt was as tight as it could be. It was just solid into the back, and I still had the steering wheel in the hand, and it was just basically the trees, and I just kept going, oh God, stop this thing, you know, before it hits the trees. But it hit real hard. I feel, I don't want to sound like I'm a hero or anything, but I was feeling more about the other people I hit than I was anything else. The first guy I hit, I knew he was dead. The second person I hit, I feared that person was probably pretty close to being dead. I wasn't real worried about myself. I didn't really even start taking stock of how I felt until after the first person finally climbed up and pried the door open in the rig to see if I was still alive.
Emergency services teams save the lives of accident victims every day. And here in Oregon, we're privileged to have some of the best medical professionals working for us.
Data Control 5-2, code 3 to the accident scene.
Close Call would like to echo our support and congratulations to Randy Johnson, who is named by Washington County EMS Paramedic of the Year. Randy is a Metro West paramedic, a certified flight medic, field training officer, and paramedic intern preceptor. Through his efforts, Oregon's emergency services continue to be of consistent high quality.
Stay tuned to learn more about our dedicated medical professionals and the Oregonians they've been there for.
Hi, we're paramedics with Metro West Ambulance.
We'd like to thank all of the people who make sure that when you need emergency medical services, we're there for you.
Metro West paramedics work closely with emergency room staff and firefighters to make sure that you receive the care that you need.
Thank you for putting your trust in a Metro West ambulance. We hope that you never experience an emergency, but if you do, we'll do everything possible to help you.
Metro West Ambulance, we're there for life.